All right, let's just jump right in. For the longest time, making a video, even a simple one, was a total chore, right? You had to be a writer, a director, an editor, pretty much a one-person production crew. But what if that whole headache just disappeared? That's what we're talking about today with Google Vids. This isn't just a tool that makes video a little easier. Nope. It's completely flipping the script on how we create them. And this right here, this slide just nails the difference. I mean, look at the left side. That's the old way, the painful way we've all lived through. You're hunting for that one perfect stock clip for hours. You're trying to trim a video on a complicated timeline. You're recording your voiceover for the 10th, no, the 20th time. It's a nightmare. But then you look at the right. That's the Google Vids way. What if you could edit your video just by deleting a sentence or get a flawless AI voiceover on the very first take? See, it's not just a small improvement. It's a complete paradigm shift. All right, section 1 from days to minutes. And this is the big promise, right? The new reality of video production. We're going to break down exactly how this tool takes something that used to eat up your entire week and compresses it into, like, the time it takes to drink a cup of coffee. So what exactly is Google Vids? Well, at its heart, it's this really clever hybrid. The easiest way to think about it is Google Slides plus iMovie, but with a super smart AI creative director whispering in its ear. You've got your canvas up top, which feels just like making a slide, and then down below, you've got a simple video timeline. It's that familiar combo that makes it so easy to pick up. Okay, and here's why we're talking about this right now. This is huge. Just recently, Google made a massive announcement. All those really advanced Gemini AI features, I'm talking about the AI voiceovers, the transcript-based editing, the magic stuff, that used to be locked behind a paywall. Well, as of November 2025, it's all free for everyone with a personal Gmail account. This isn't just some minor update, folks. This is the moment this powerful tool gets put into the hands of literally everyone. Okay, so you're probably thinking, great, another complicated piece of software I have to learn. Well, that brings us to our next section, your skills supercharged. Because the best part about this, it's a tool you pretty much already know how to use. Seriously, if you know how to use Google Slides and iMovie or really any basic video editor on your phone, you are not starting from zero, not even close. You know how to drop an image onto a slide? Great, you can handle the visuals. You know how to trim a clip? Perfect, the timeline will make total sense. It's designed from the ground up to build on what you already know. I love how the source material puts it. You are not starting from zero. You are starting at 70%. Think about that. You're already most of the way there. That last little bit is just learning to work with the AI. And trust me, that's the fun part. Okay, let me show you the first bit of pure magic. It's this script first hack. So forget about the old way of painfully scrubbing through a timeline, trying to find that exact spot where you said or messed up a sentence. Instead, you just pop open the transcript, you see your script right there as text. Want to remove a sentence, you just highlight it and hit delete. Boom, Vids performs what's called a ripple delete. It cuts the video, it cuts the audio, and it stitches everything back together perfectly. You are literally editing video by editing a text document. It's incredible. All right, that transcript editing is amazing, but it leads right into our next big idea. Section 3, the AI creative director. Because now we're going to stop building everything from scratch. Let's be real for a second. What are the two biggest drags when you're making a video? Writing the script and then hunting for all the right visuals. It takes forever. So what if you never had to do either of those things again? This is where the Help Me Create workflow comes in, and it's a total game changer. You hit that little sparkle icon for Gemini, and you just tell it what you want. You can describe your video, sure, but here's the crazy part. You type the @ sign, and you can attach a source file, a Google Doc, a PDF, whatever you've got. Vids literally reads your document, writes a whole script, goes out and finds visuals, and builds a complete first draft of your video. It is wild. And it doesn't stop there. The AI can then take that script it just wrote and generate a super professional sounding voiceover for you. But the best part, the part that will save you hours of frustration, is that the video scenes automatically sync up to the narration speed. No more tedious manual adjustments. It just works. But we're all kind of over the same old generic stock footage, aren't we? That's what brings us to section 4, instant artistry. This is where we go beyond just finding clips and start creating them, thanks to something called the NanoVio AI engine. Okay, this prompt formula might look a little intimidating at first, but trust me, it's basically just a recipe. Instead of typing a boring prompt like person on a laptop, you can start to get really creative.
You can define the art style, the subject, the lighting, the colors, even the technical specs. You're not just finding a picture, you're directing a tiny little movie scene.
So what happens when you put all those ingredients together? You get a prompt like this one: claymation-style world, plasticine texture, cute characters, stop motion. And the result? Well, it's the very style you've been watching this whole time. This wasn't some stock footage pack. This was generated from a text prompt. A visual style that would have taken a team of artists days to create now takes just a few seconds. That is power. And here's a little pro tip for you, straight from the source. When you're generating these amazing visuals, you're probably going to want to put some text over them, right? Well, just add the words negative space or minimalist composition into your prompt. It's like a secret code that tells the AI, hey, leave me some room for my text. It's a super simple but brilliant little trick. All right, let's pull back for our final section. We've talked about the cool features, but now let's talk about the big picture. Section 5, Video as a System. This is where we move beyond just making a single video and start thinking about creating entire automated workflows. And this is where things get really wild. Let's talk about some extreme use cases. Don't just think about one video. Think about a system. Imagine a hyper-personalized sales engine that creates a unique video for every single lead. Or what about turning your audio-only podcast into a full visual experience just by uploading the MP3? Or maybe taking a handful of photos of a house and having Vids generate a complete virtual site visit. The possibilities here are just staggering. Let's dig into one of those to make it real. The living SOP, or standard operating procedure. Okay, picture this. You make a training video and you embed it in a Google Doc for your team. A month goes by and a part of the software you were showing changes. The old way? You'd have to reshoot the entire video. The new way? You just go into your Vids file, update that one little scene, and that's it. The video embedded in the Google Doc updates automatically. It's like version control, but for video. It's a living document. So when you put it all together, what are we really talking about? We're talking about a complete reevaluation of time and effort. This chart basically sums up the entire story. The old way of creating video was measured in days. With Google Vids, we're now measuring it in minutes.
And that really brings us to the final and, I think, most important question of all. Look, this isn't just about making the same marketing videos you've always made, just a little bit faster. When you remove this much friction, when creating something becomes this easy and this smart, it opens up brand new doors. You start thinking differently. So the real question I want to leave you with is this. Now that you can do this, what new problems are you going to solve?